My name is Bill, and I'm a Rukoholic. Fellas, I don't know if you're aware of this, but 80 years ago, a guy named Ruko, and by the way, that's where the Ruko name came from, declared war against us. And there's a whole series of battles that you probably should be aware of, because it'll help you get into these locks. If you can look at a lock and determine roughly when it was made, then it can kind of tell you what's inside of it. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Ruko locks can look like pretty much anything that you've run into. It can look like a padlock. It can be round like a mortise cylinder. This happens to be for a mailbox or a gate. Most often when we find these, at least here in the States, they're these oval shaped. They can be made from brass like this one, or they can be brass that's been coated with chrome. It can look like this one. This is actually not a unique or a cutaway lock. This is the inside. When you put the locks together, you put the screw in, it kind of binds everything together. But I found these on eBay as well. Now, the letters themselves will help you sometimes determine how old it is. If you look at this one, you see the curve, very smooth transition on the R. It's a little bit different from the modern ones, or more modern ones, so that'll help you date it. When you see something this old, is probably the original Ruko Model 500, which we're going to spend a lot of time talking about. It can also be a Euro cylinder. Here's a thumb turn, and again, it can be a brass core, and of course it's going to say Ruko right on the front of it. So let's take a look at what we might find here. Now, before we jump into it, you need to know there's different levels of security, and Ruko's gone to some trouble to do that. You'll notice these different color bands on these two padlocks. We have a Ruko 1, which has this yellow band, and then we have a Ruko 2 with a green band. There are a total of 4 colors, and in Denmark they use a standard called the SCAFOR. I don't know what it stands for. It's probably like 200 letters long. But it's 4 categories, and they color-coded for us. The yellow one, in other words, this little yellow striped padlock, would be the lowest possible quality, and that's equal to the Ruko 500, which we're going to spend a lot of time talking about because it's the most common lock that we're going to run into, at least Ruko. The next level up in security, by the way, that takes 3 to 5 minutes to pick. The next level of security, we're going to talk about the Model 600 and 1200. I'll show you some examples, and I'll tell you what's inside of those. They should take 5 to 7 minutes. If we spend about $100, we can jump up to a blue color-coded lock. I have one here. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll show you some cutaways. You're going to pay for that level of security to get 10 minutes delay. It's going to cost you about $100 US, give or take a little bit. The highest level of security is going to be very expensive, as you can imagine. It's, again, the DP model. I'll show you some cutaways, what that looks like. I'll show you what's inside of it. They're going to give you about 10 minutes of delay. So there's your security. Let's begin by talking about the lowest level of security, because the most common lock we find is that Ruko 500. Now there's several different versions you might run into. This is the oldest version. It is a standard core. There's absolutely nothing in it. There's no sleeve. There's nothing unique about the design. If you run a sharp object, it's very smooth. Nothing to catch on inside of there. So you're going to have the smoothest possible. You're going to have a limited number of kind of pins in that smooth bore. So let's talk about these pins. I'm not a very good hot gluer, but I hope this helps keep the camera focused. In those older cores, like the one I just showed you, you're going to find standard pins. You're going to find standard pins that are tapered at both ends to give you the idea that you've broken a shear line, but in fact you haven't. This one has cutaways on both ends, and it's designed to simulate exactly what that one does. It's got the cutaways, so you think you're at the shear line, but no, you're not. You're going to find a variety of different kinds of spools, standard spools, and then spools like this one. This is called a barrel spool. So there's actually 3 bearing surfaces. One of it in the middle, hence the rounded edge looks like a barrel. You will find serrated pins, but only in certain kinds of locks, in certain battles, I should say. And I'll show you what some of those design features are when you will find these kind of pins and what to look for. Some uniquely Ruko locks that you will only find in certain type of cores. And I've always called these the Christmas tree pins because they do kind of look like a Christmas tree, or at least like a mushroom. And then the latest cycle ASSA alloy pins, they look like this. They're very sharp. They only have cutouts on the ends. They come in a variety of different lengths. Very sharp. And again, it's designed to snag up a specific design feature inside outside of the cores. All right, so there's the pins you're going to run into. In this one, you're going to find everything up to maybe the serrated pins. The next level of core that you will find is this one. See if we can get this thing to focus.